Dear students, I am going to discuss remaining problems in this video. I am going to discuss uh, ninth problem first. The ninth problem is talking about the ninth problem is two spherical balls of 1 kg and 4 kg are separated by a distance of 12 centimeters. Let us consider this is 1 kg mass and another mass is how much? 4 kg are separated by a distance of 12 centimeters. R equal to 12 centimeters, that is I am converting it into SI system of units as meters. Find the distance of a point from the 1 kg of mass at which the gravitational force on any mass becomes 0. I am going to keep the third mass M. So force exerted by 1 kg on capital M is nothing but attractive force. This is towards this one, F1. Let us consider F1. So 4 kg mass also exert. So there is a gravitational force between this capital M and 4 kg mass also there. So 4 kg mass exert some force on the capital M F2. So the question is about find the distance of point. So these two are opposite forces. So net forces may become 0 at some point. Consider at this point the net force is equal to 0. Consider this is R distance from mass 1 kg. So this distance will become, total distance is 0.12 meters. So this distance is 0.12 minus R. Okay, so when F1 and F2 is equal to 0, F1 and F2 are same. If F1 and F2 are same, F1 minus F2 is equal to 0. That means sum of forces is equal to 0. So I am writing F1 value. F1 is nothing but G M1 M2 by the distance between these two is nothing but R square, that equal to G. Let us consider this mass is capital M and this mass is nothing but, this mass is M3. Okay, G M M3 divided by, see here, M2 is nothing but which is simply capital M. Okay, so now again F1 is nothing but G M1, this is nothing but M1, G M1 capital M by the distance between them is nothing but R square is equal to F2. F2 is nothing but G capital M into M3 divided by the distance is nothing but 0.12 minus R whole square. So here this G and G get cancels, capital M and capital get cancels. So here M1 is nothing but 1 kg divided by R square is equal to M3 is nothing but how much? 4 kg divided by 0.12 minus R whole square. So here the kg and kg get cancels. So here the unknown thing is, so I am cross multiplying this. So 4R square is equal to 0.12 minus R whole square. So by solving this you will get the answer for R. Okay, you will get the answer for R. Now I am going to explain about problem number 8. Problem number 8. Here in problem number 8, it is stating that four identical masses of mass M are kept at the corners of a square of side A. Four masses are kept on the corners of a square of side A. So here I'm writing a square. I'm writing a square here. Square. So I'm keeping m here, m here, m here, and m here, and each side is a, and this is also a. So if this is a and this is a, so this length would be under root of, if this is a and this is a, this length would be under root of a square plus a square from Pythagoras rule. So a square plus a square is nothing but root a square plus a square is nothing but root 2a square, that is equal to root 2 into a. Root 2 into a. This distance. So this distance, let us consider this is r1 equal to a, and this is nothing but r2 is also equal to a, but here r3 is equal to root 2a. Okay, so now the question is about find the gravitational force exerted on any one of the masses by the other three masses. Force exerted on any one of the masses. Choose any one. I am choosing this mass. So force exerted on this mass because of this one, and this one. So there is a force between this m and m. Force exerted by this mass m1 on this mass is nothing but attraction force. I am writing it as F1. So the distance between this m and this m is nothing but equal to a. So here F1 is equal to g m1 m2 by r square. This is the magnitude. This force from x-axis at an angle of 90 degrees from positive x-axis. Okay, this angle is 90 degrees. I am resolving F1 into components. So F1x is nothing but F1x equal to F1 cos theta. Here F1 is nothing but g m into m is nothing but m square by a square into cos 90. Cos 90 is nothing but 0. So x component of first force is 0. I am going to find out F1y. F1y is nothing but F1 sin theta. Here F1 is nothing but gm square by a square into sin 90. Sin 90 is nothing but 1. Okay, so answer is gm square by a square. I found F1 force and its components. Now I am going to find F2 force. F2 is nothing but force exerted by this mass on this one. They are at a distance of a. So force exerted by this mass and this one is nothing but attractive force. So it is along the line which connects two masses. So F2 equal to g, m1 is m, m2 is m by a square. So gm square by a square. This force is F2. It is pointing at an angle of 180 degrees from positive x-axis in counterclockwise direction. So this angle is 180. So I am resolving F2 into components. So here I am writing F2x and F2y. F2x equal to F2 cos theta. F2 cos theta. F2 is nothing but gm square by a square into cos 180. Cos 180 is nothing but minus 1. Therefore, it will be minus gm square by a square. And F2y is equal to F2 sin theta. Theta is nothing but 180. Sin 180 is nothing but 0 degree. 0. Sin 180 is 0. So the answer for F2y is equal to 0. So I got F1x, F1y, F2x, F2y. Now I am going to find out force exerted by this mass on this mass. So this is nothing but upward force. Attractive force is nothing but, let us consider F3. This mass and this mass are separated by a distance of R3. So I am writing F3 value is equal to G M1 M2 by A square R square. R is nothing but root 2A whole square. That is nothing but GM square by 2A square is the answer. Root 2 whole square is nothing but 2. A square is A square. So I am resolving this F3 into components. I am going to find F3x and F3y. So F3x is nothing but F3 cos theta. So this angle from positive x-axis in counterclockwise will be 135 degrees. 90 plus 45, 135 degrees. So F3 cos theta, cos 135. Cos 135. So F3 is nothing but, F3 is how much? Gm square by 2a square into cos 135. Similarly, F3y is nothing but F3 sin 135. So here F3 is nothing but Gm square by 2a square into sin 135 is nothing but 1 by root 2. Okay, so you will get the answer. So from this, you know F1x, F1y, F2x, F2y, F3x and F3y. So resultant force Rx equal to F1x plus F2x plus F3x. You will get some answer. And similarly, Ry is nothing but F1y plus F2y plus F3y. You will get another answer, x component and y component. He is asking to find out what? Find the gravitational force exerted on mass, any one of the mass, by the other three masses. So net force is equal to under root of Rx square plus Ry square. You will get Rx by adding F1x, F2x and F3x. You will get Rx. By adding F1y, F2y and F3y, you will get Ry. So by using this formula, magnitude of net force equal to under root of Rx square plus Ry square, by substituting in this, you will get the answer for question number 8. Now I am going to discuss about problem number 10 and 11 now. Here the problem number 10 is talking about three uniform spheres, each of mass m and radius r, are kept in such a way that each touches the other two spheres. Find the magnitude of the gravitational force on any one of the spheres due to the other two. So I am drawing first sphere here. Second sphere. I am drawing in such a way that these three spheres touch each other. I am drawing like this. So each having mass. Mass of this one is m. Mass of this one is also m. Mass of this one is also m. And radius of this sphere is nothing but r. And radius of this sphere is also r. So center to center distance between these two spheres is nothing but 2r. Okay. So now the distance between this center of this sphere and center of this sphere is again 2r. And the distance between center of this sphere and center of this sphere is again 2r. Okay, it is nothing but again formed a equilateral triangle. Okay, I am drawing a equilateral triangle here. Equilateral triangle with mass is supposed to be concentrated m. This mass is m and this mass is also m. This distance is 2r, this distance is 2r, this distance is 2r. Okay, now force exerted by this mass on this mass is nothing but along this way. F1 equal to g m1 m2 by r square. R is nothing but 2r whole square here. Similarly, force exerted by this mass on this one is nothing but this one. So let us consider this force F2. So here F2 is equal to g m1 m2 by r square. R is nothing but 2r whole square. Okay, and angle between these two forces is nothing but 60 degrees. So he has asked to find out net force. Magnitude of net force is nothing but under root of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. Here you know F1 value, F2 value, and theta is also there, theta equal to 60. By substituting these values, you will get the answer for net force. Okay. Now I am going to discuss about problem number 11th problem is talking about two satellites are revolving around the earth. These are revolving around the earth. So they are earth satellites at different heights. Heights are different. The ratio of their orbital speed v is equal to root gm by re plus h. So here v is orbital speed is inversely proportional to root re plus h. G is constant, me is constant. So I have written like this under root of re plus h. So the ratio of their orbital speeds, suppose v1 divided by v2 is equal to 2:1. Okay, if one of them is at a height of, let us consider h1 is equal to 100 kilometers. What is the other height h2? Okay, I am writing v1 equal to under root of gme divided by re plus h1. And I am going to write the formula for second one, v2 equal to under root of gme by re plus h2. So this is another formula. So I am dividing v1 with v2. Okay, so from this we will get v1 by v2 is equal to under root of this root gme cancel, under root of re plus h2 divided by re plus h1. So we will get this formula using this. Okay, so v1 by v2 is given. It is nothing but 2 by 1 is equal to under root of re is nothing but 6400 kilometers plus h2 divided by re is 6400 kilometers plus h1. h1 is given as how much? 100 kilometers. h1 is given as 100 kilometers. So here unknown thing is h2. Solve for h2, you will get it from this equation. Okay. Now I am going to discuss about problem number 12 and 13.